Hello everybody, this is St Charts. It's Sunday the 27th of October 2024. Going to start with gold, and this one here is doing exactly what we said so far. It's gone into the blue box, which we highlighted a long while back. And for me, I think I've just dropped down to the hourly, and what I'm seeing here is just get my little thing here. So I'm seeing a wave 1, a wave 2, and just double clicked on that, and this is our wave 3, and so this is our 4 and a 5 up here. So I think that we're going to see a bit of turbulence here to sort of 27.70 to 27.89, and maybe for a bit of a corrective move. So maybe, it's going to be interesting to see how far that does correct before it probably heads higher again. So it could be still heading higher, but after a corrective move here. So it's one to see what happens, because that's going to be very interesting. Overall, if I just get rid of all those, sorry about this. On the daily chart, obviously I'm still expecting this. So this is a sort of a wave 1 here, 2. This is a wave 3, which is probably going to end, or it still might continue. I'll wait and see what happens. And then we're still waiting for a wave 4 down, and then for a final wave 5 higher, and probably going towards the top of the box there. It's probably sort of 3,000 level in the near term. So that's gold looking very good indeed. The next one I'm going to do is silver. And this one here is, we gave a long while back a target of 36.06 to 41.09, and we're still making our way up there, aren't we? We're still doing pretty well, and for me, I think we're going to see the the bottom of the box hit over the coming session. So I think we're heading towards $36, looking good for silver. Next one I'm going to do is copper. And this one here is, I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. And for me, I think that, if we can just sort of hold around this level here, I think we're going to see another push up and probably into this red box zone here at 4.822 to 4.98. So copper still bullish on that one. And longer term, I think that, we're going to see this blue box up here of $6.18 to $7 come into play. I think that's an active target, and we're just seeing sort of a bit of a play around before we head much higher in the sort of near term. So copper looking very good indeed as well. Next one I'm going to do is crude light, and this one was back into that blue box zone there, and as I say, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I think it's probably going to depend on what happens in the Middle East. Hopefully tensions calm down, but for me, if bulls can step in, or sort of trouble in the Middle East kicks in, I think we could see trading into this red box zone here at 92.49 to 99.84. But if things calm down, I think we're going to see trading back down to sort of $60, down to 52.9 in the near term. So it's one to keep an eye on and see what happens. It's going to be interesting to watch. Next one I'm going to do is the Nasdaq, and for me, still bullish on that one, still doing well. We said that we thought it was going to be bullish, and indeed last week it was bullish. So we were right to call that, and I'm still bullish to 20,948 to 21,631. So Nasdaq looking very bullish. DAX is the next one. And another one that we're bullish on. It's had a bit of a down week, but for me, I'm still bullish to this blue box within a blue box to 20,158 to 20,690. So I think there's plenty more upside in the DAX in the near term. UK FTSE is the next one, and we're not doing so well, are we? Keir Starmer's really putting the knife into the stock market with a bit of uncertainty. Hopefully we get the budget out of the way next week, and if the budget's sort of negative, I think we're going to see trading down to 81.50 to 8,083. As long as we hold above this level 7,915, we still remain bullish. But for me, or if we can sort of pass this 8,410-ish level, we're heading to this red box here, which is 8,053 to 8,916. So one to see what happens. I think, budget next week, see what goes on. Mobile Streams is my next one, and we got the wrong one. Mobile Streams, just get that. And Mobile Streams, a bit of a tricky one here, but for me, I think that I said that we were going to see some turbulence in this blue box zone at sort of 0.35 to 0.4p basically, and indeed during the week we have seen a bit of selling off. And for me, I think, you know, if we could probably, I'm not saying exactly where it's going to go here, but I would have thought we might hit this blue box at sort of probably 0.26, probably test that gap that we had there at 0.25p. Before making a way up into this red box zone here, and possibly higher at sort of 0.4 to 0.45p level. So, you know, I'm sort of seeing that as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 hopefully. Just bear in mind that wave 5s don't always happen, so you know, one to bear in mind, but you know, it still looks bullish for me on mobile streams, and you know, I think that would provide a reasonable entry at that blue box zone there, so you know, probably at that gap 0.25. so that's mobile streams. Next one I'm going to do is Roam Resources, and this one here is one we've, I'm not too sure whether we've done this before or not, but we had a blue box zone here at sort of 0.32 pence level, and it's making a way higher. And for me, you know, this move isn't over. I'm not going to say that it's going to go in a straight line up to that red box, but I think, you know, probably see something like that play out and into that red box zone there at 0.7p or 0.69 to 0.815 pence zone. So that's Roam Resources looking good for a, you know, more upside over the coming week. Next one I'm going to do is DGI, and this one here is in this blue box zone here, and I think that you know, this blue box zone here at 0.06 level should provide a reasonable entry up to this red box zone here at 0.0926 to 0.1 pence. So that's DGI. MNRG is my next one, and this one was called by Smudge Dan, I think in April time. So when was that? He called that right down here at 0.046p level. So it's 10 bagged for him, hasn't it, already? You know, doing extremely well. You know, well worth following these people. They make excellent calls. So for me, you know, as long as we can stay above sort of 0.4 pence level, I think we're going to see trading up to this 0.86 to 1p. And, you know, I also think I've got a bigger target here at 1.28 pence to 1.62. So, you know, I don't think this moves over. I think we'll probably see something like that, a bit more downside, and then probably ride into that red box zone there. So, you know, potential couple of bags and possibly more for that one. So yeah, looking very good. Next one I'm going to do is CAV, and this one here is I think that, you know, we're going to see trading down to 0.85 pence to 0.0765 for a ride higher. For me, you know, that would, I should provide a reasonable entry, and Uber Bull's target there is 1.9 to 2.2 pence. So CAV worth a look. Next one I'm going to do THS, and just get the right one. And for me, this is one where we gave the reversal zone here at 67.4 to 63.6, and indeed it sort of went in there, and it's got its head out of the box over the remainder of the week. And you know, if we can beat this prior high here at 87 pence, should bring us into this red box zone up here at 107.5 to 118.5. So another one to have a look at. Atlantic Lithium is my next one, and we called this superbly well. You know, we gave this blue box zone down here and gave a red box exit, which was indeed the right call. And we're back down here at sort of 11 pence, 12 pence area, aren't we? And for me, as long as we've got this divergence on the RSI, just highlight that. So as long as that's divergence there is, you know, lower low, and we've got a lower low here, I think, you know, we could be making a way up and probably going back up to sort of the red box zone, so probably sort of 20 pence zone. So one to take a look at. I think it's had a placing, so just let that churn through. CTL, Cleantech Lithium, is my next one. And this one is in a blue box reversal zone, and for me, you know, if that can just get the bulls to step in, I don't see why we can't see trading at sort of 21.3 to 24.5 pence over the near term. So that's Cleantech Lithium. Next one I'm going to do is CNR and Condor Gold. And for me, it's nearly in my blue box reversal zone there at 20 pence to 18.65. I think entry within that should provide an excellent run higher. I'm not too sure they've got a blue. Yeah, so there we go. So, if we can smash that prior higher at 37 pence, it should bring us up to 43.6 to 49.9 pence or 50p. So, going to be an interesting one to see how that one plays out. OMG, the next one. And that one, again, one in a blue box at 65 to 50.4p. And if, that can sort of make a way higher. I don't have a Uber Bulls target there, but, anything up to this prior high, 117 pence, or if indeed it's more of a corrective move, we would still expect this gap to be filled at 74.4 pence and possibly a bit higher than that. So one to take a look at and see what's happening on there. OMG. Klon is my next one, and this one here is in a reversal zone again. That's one we called before in this blue box zone here, and that was the right call. And for me, if we can sort of get the bulls to step in, there could be massive returns on this one. However, it's a tiny market cap, so it's good. Well, it's a high risk, high reward stock. So make sure you manage risk and do your own research. But we could be heading as high as sort of 0.174 to 0.211, slightly altered target there. And PXEN is my next one. And this one we gave this timing here way back over here, I think, so we've done extremely well so far. But I think next week is the week where we see a bull step in, or, over the next few weeks for sure. And for me, the Uber Bulls target on there is 9.5 to 10.7 pence. So one to take a look at. Next one I'm going to do, and the last one for today, is Creo Medical Group, and I know nothing about them at all, but it's in a reversal zone here at 20.1 pence down to 14.5. To see, we've got some RSI divergence, probably not brilliant as it there, but for me, if that can just go back up and even just as a corrective move, we should see a couple of ways higher, at least probably 30-40 pence, but breaks that, probably heading up to sort of 50 pence level. So one to take a look at. I think that's me for today. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next week.